Today I'm going to show you how to change a fraction into a decimal. So let's say we have the fraction 3 over 4. Sometimes you might be asked to leave your answer to a problem as a decimal. So the formula we use for division is DMSB. That stands for divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. The only difference with changing a fraction to a decimal is that there are just a few extra steps. Let me show you how. So I'm going to make my divide box, and the number on top of the fraction is the one that goes inside always. So 3 goes inside, 4 goes on the outside. So now I'm going to divide the D. So 4 into 3 is 0. Let's put a 0. Now, 4 cannot go into 3. So some might say, I'm done. No, we're not done. So what we have to do now is we have to add a decimal, bring that decimal upstairs, and then add a 0. And now the new number is 30. Let me just erase that and make that a better 4. There we go. So now the new number is 30. Now I can divide. So I'm still at divide. 4 into 30 is 7 because 7 times 4 is 28. I'm going to multiply. 7 times 4 is 28. S, subtract. 30 minus 28 is 2. Now I want to keep dividing. When you are dividing fractions and you get a decimal answer, this point is the decimal. You want to divide either to the hundredths place or the thousandths place, so, as a rule, or until you can't divide anymore. So if I continue this problem, so let's do that. You'll see what the option is. I'm going to add a 0 because I want to keep multiplying, okay? Not multiplying, dividing. So I added the 0. Now I'm going to bring the 0 down because I want to keep dividing. And now I'm going to divide again. D. 20 divided by 4 is 5. I'm going to multiply. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract S. 20 minus 20 is 0. So our answer is 0.75, or we can say 75 hundredths. Let's do another one. Let's change 2/5 into a decimal. So the number, the numerator, or the number on top goes inside the divide box, and then 5 goes on the outside. Remember DMSB, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. If you cannot remember the steps, that is something that you can use to help you remember the steps. So, so we're going to start with division. 5 goes into 2 0 times. So whenever we want to keep dividing, but we don't have any more numbers, we add a decimal, we bring it upstairs, then we add a 0. Now we can divide. The new number is 20. 5 goes into 20 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. So I multiply. Now I need to subtract. 20 minus 20 is 0. So our answer is 0.4 or 4/10. 12 over 20. My divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Number on top goes in the divide box. 20 on the outside. Okay, so let's start. 20 into 1 is 0. 20 into 12 is 0. So we can't divide. So since we want to keep dividing, we add a decimal, bring the decimal up, add a 0. Now the new number is 120. So 120 divided by 6 is 6. So I divide it. Now I got to multiply. 6 times 20 is 120. Now I have to subtract, minus. So our answer is 0.6 or 6/10. So once you get to 0, you can stop. Sometimes it won't stop. It'll just keep going. And I think I'm going to have one of those that are coming up in a few moments. Let's do 7 over 8. 7 goes in the divide box, 8 goes outside. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. All right, so first thing we got to do is 8 into 7. We can't do it. I'm going to put a 0. Now I want to keep dividing, so I add the decimal, bring it up, add the decimal, and now the new number is 70. So how many times can 8 go into 70? That's going to be 8 times. Because 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. That's too big. So now I'm going to multiply 8 times 8. That is 64. 70. Now I got to subtract. 70 minus 64 is 6. I want to keep dividing. So I'm going to add another 0. I'm going to bring that down, the 0 down. The new number is now 60. How many times can 8 go into 60? It's going to be 7 times because 8 times 7 is 56 and 8 times 8 is 64, which is too big. It's going to be 7. So now I just divide it. Now I need to multiply. 7 times 8 is 56. Now I need to subtract. 60 minus 56 is 4. So now I'm going to add another 0 to keep dividing. So once I get to the thousands place, that's when I stop. So now I'm at the thousands place. I added the 0. I'm going to bring it down. Now I can divide again. 8 goes into 40 5 times. So I divided. Now I need to multiply. 5 times 8 is 40. Now I need to subtract, minus. So our answer is 0.875 or 875 thousandths. Let's do 1 over 8. What is the first thing we need to do? We need to put the 1 inside the divide box, and the 8 goes on the outside. You can write divide, multiply, subtract, bring down to help you remember. Now what do we got to do? We need to divide. 8 into 1 is 0. We can't do it. So what do we got to do? Add a decimal, bring it up, and now add a 0. Now we can divide because 10 is bigger than 8. So 10 divided by 8 is 1. Now I can multiply. 1 times 8 is 8. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. I want to keep dividing. So what do I need to do? I need to add a 0. Put the 0, bring it down. 8 into 20. So I'm dividing. 20 divided by 8 is 2. Now I can multiply. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Can I divide 8 into 4? Nope. So I want to keep dividing. So I add a 0. Bring the 0 down. Now I can divide because 40 is bigger than 8. So now I'm at D for division again. 40 divided by 8 is 5. Multiply. 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract. And the answer is 0.125 or 125 thousandths. And if you need to, you can create lines so that your numbers are in columns. I know sometimes for learners, this can be a challenge. So you can add lines so that you can keep track of your numbers. Let's do one more. Let's do 5 divided by 6, or 5 over 6. So we're going to put 5 in the divide box, 6 outside. Divide, multiply, subtract. Yep. Multiply, subtract, bring down. Okay, so I got to divide. 6 into 5 I can't do. That's 0. What do I got to do if I want to keep dividing? Add a decimal. Bring it upstairs. Add a 0. The new number is now 50. So now I can divide. 50 divided by 6 is 8. Because 8 times 6 is 48. So now I'm in multiply. 8 times 6 is 48. I'm going to just make lines just so those learners who need lines have them. Okay. So we are up to subtract. So 50 minus 48 is 2. I want to keep dividing, so I add a 0. Bring that 0 down. Now I can divide 20 by 6. 20 divided by 6 is 3. So I divided. Now I need to multiply. 3 times 6 is 18. Now I need to subtract 20 minus 18 is going to be 2 again. And I want to keep dividing, so I'm going to add a 0. I'm going to bring that 0 down. 6 goes into 20 3 times. And you notice the same thing is going to keep happening. I'm going to keep I'm going to keep adding a 0. And then the 2 is going to become a 20. And I'm going to keep getting 3's going out forever. So what happens when this happens, you can put a line over the first number that repeats. So this would be 0.83 repeating. This is called a repeating decimal. And so that one doesn't have to write threes forever, one can just write 0.83 with the line over it, and that would be the answer. So that is our lesson for today. Good luck.